Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Today is a very special edition of Checking In with the Lynn Project, the trial of the century, the spiders versus the people. I will be representing the people. Tim Pruitt will be representing the spiders, and all of you, fun folks in chat, will be the jury to decide the fate of if we are for or against spiders. Dean, the turkey legster, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, being a shining star. Hello, everyone, and all the spider lovers and haters out there tonight. Thank you, Dean. So we're just waiting for Tim to get ready, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what we have to expect tonight. I will not be making a drink tonight. I am just drinking some wine as a professional attorney would do. I took a break from making drinks tonight. I am drinking... I guess that's kind of funny. FYI, for your information, red blend. It's all right. It's fine. It's not my favorite red blend. I probably won't get it again, but it'll do the job tonight to have a glass of wine and unwind while we get ready to put the spiders in the hot seat. FYI, that wine is crap. Yeah, it is pretty bad. It's not very good. I definitely won't buy it again, Richard. But yeah, now that you said that, it tastes worse. So thanks for that. Mike Wheeler with all the hippo chair spins. Don Hitchhiking Bones, welcome in. Carol Karki, welcome in. I'm here. You are here, but I'm not sure which side I'm on. Convince me. Oh, yes, that's what we're here to do. Let's get this hippo chair spin out of the way. Mike Wheeler, I got to be careful. This one's, I got my professional attorney attire on. I actually had this in the donation bag because I've never worn it before. And I had to dig it out for this occasion. I will wash it before I put it back in there, but I'm glad I didn't donate everything yet. All right, hippo chair spin. Here we go. Hi, Jonathan Chung. Welcome in. Ready, set, whee! Oh, okay. Order in the court. Order in the court is now in session. I think hippo chair spins are allowed in court, right? I think I could see a judge doing that for sure. That's great. I love it. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll be calling up a few witnesses to testify against the spiders or for the spiders. I mean, I'm against spiders. I'm not sure exactly where all of our witnesses stand, but I'm really going to be honest with you guys. I'm not having a great feeling about my case. If you guys can help me and bring your information against the spiders to help our case win. I never set up that poll. I don't know if, did you do that? Did you happen to do that, Mike Wheeler? Don't put it in the chat yet because we have to wait until the very end to vote, where everybody votes for or against spiders, whether they win or lose this case against the people. But I happen to have a visitor from one of these, our plaintiff, the defendant. I don't know which is the right term. The perpetrator in my garage 2 hours ago, trying to invade my house, trying to make a scene, and we detained him. Christian detained him with his sandal in the garage, and I think he's going to be forever detained there. Yeah, so that's where we're at with my spiders. I have my the judge better be fair. You guys are the judge, so that's as fair as it can get, I think. Dean can make one. Oh, Dean, if you know how to do that, if you would be so kind to help me out with that, or we can just vote in chat. That's fine too. Either way. Pastel Repair, welcome in. Thanks for being here, Mike and Val. Just Knows Adventures, welcome in. Yeah, you killed one of the witnesses. No, killed the perpetrator. I didn't. Christian did. I didn't want to get it on my shoes. Yeah, make a poll. Options is spiders win or the people win, I guess. Let's make it clear. I don't know. I think that's pretty easy wording. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate you. Lynn is like the mafia. Take out the witnesses before you can testify. You know, whatever. He was gross and hairy. I actually have a picture of said perpetrator that is still being detained, and I will show you guys. I can't explain to you the fear that shoots through my body every time I see a spider, but especially when they look like this. He was giant. Ugh, just looking at it creeps me out. And that is also what made it especially difficult doing some internet research for my case. The research was challenging because I really, really loathe seeing spiders, and it was just a plethora of them on my screen nonstop, especially the big hairy ones with fangs coming out. Gross. Let me see. I've heard that Sean is gross and hairy, but you keep him around. Oh, Mike, you're so funny. All right, I think we have the defense is. All right, we're gonna bring in our guest defense, Tim the Bear Pruitt, otherwise known as Clarence Darrow Bear. Welcome in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thought I'd come in the appropriate attire. Unfortunately, I didn't have a white wig, so I had to fake it with a pink one.
Oh my gosh, that's great. I love it. Oh. I guess Tim is the judge too.
No, I'm just a barrister, just a lonely barrister.
All right, we have
Hey, Carol.
So should we start with making our opening statements?
By all means, you're welcome to go first.
Oh.
Well, you can start. I have a few slides, and I could just kind of run through those as my opening if you want to do that.
All right. Well, here we are with our opening.
I mean, statement. you've already swayed the jury. You've told them about stomping a hairy leg critter in your garage already tonight. I may have to file a protest. If I lose tonight, there will be a retrial.
There is no blood on my boots. I did
not on yours.
Nothing. I did nothing. I saw nothing. I know that there was a spider there. I don't know where he might or might not be now.
I know where he is exactly. He's on the bottom of Christian sandal. There's no doubt in my mind.
Amy, AJC Magic TV, welcome in. Welcome in, Mara Memphis. Thanks for being here. Is that
it's an eagle? It's an eagle in the flag.
Kind of looks like you have.
I didn't have a spider flag. I almost tried to find one.
All right. Well, here, let's start with, first, for anybody coming in, I am not making a drink tonight. I am drinking wine. FYI, don't buy this. It's not very good. And Tim, do you have a glass of whiskey or bourbon?
I don't yet, but I can certainly pour one.
Oh, well, there we go. We got to have a proper trial with some libations. No spider juice.
You'd think I'd had plenty wearing this getup.
I have to ask before we get started, what is the occasion that you had that laying around?
Well, we made it. I mean, the occasion was I was going to order a white one like they wear in England. The lawyers in England all wear those little powdered wigs, and the judges do too. And I fooled around and wasn't able to get it here on time, so we decided, well, let's make one. And Brenda just happened to have this material, and she kind of made curls on it here.
That's
they probably
impressive.
don't look like curls.
That's very
But
impressive.
it's got a hat, an old hat inside this that keeps it on my head. I can
That's...
show you later. I mean, if I got undressed now, I'd be totally undignified in court.
All right. Okay, so let's get started. Here we stand today, the trial of the spiders versus the people. I am here, Lynn Project, to represent the people. Tim Pruitt is here to defend the spiders. I have had multiple cases in my life where spiders have afflicted me and my being. They have bit me on my legs, unsuspecting in my sleep, without my consent, crawling under my covers. They invade my house. They don't knock on the door to ask if they can come in, and continue to crawl around and also web up our corners, our mirrors, our picture hangings, and make a mess. And frankly, they're quite terrifying. I find myself disgusted and shook with fear. I have had a spider crawling on the inside of my window shield multiple times, which almost caused a severe car accident. Instead, I pulled over and ran around my car until the spider evacuated what I hope they did. So here I stand before you against the spiders. I think that they should be evacuated, executed, and be no more. I am not for them. Tim, what do you say? Uh-oh, you're muted.
Let me confer with one of my associates just for one moment.
Okay. Space Mountain Dave, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Noah, I think I said hi to you. How are you? We have some unsolicited mitigation going on behind the scenes. I think he's conspiring with the defense. Interesting. Are you taking notes, jury?
Yeah. Well, I have a witness, and apparently she was unprepared. So we were trying to make sure she had the appropriate headgear.
Oh, gotcha.
You failed to prepare the witness.
Well, now I'm being accused of failing to prepare the witness.
Ooh.
That's
Order
not entirely
true.
Yeah. Bang the gavel. So were you through?
I rest my opening statement. I don't know any of the proper terms.
Well, I will talk. It'll be my turn to speak just for a moment here. I have to tell you that listening to the prosecutor, I guess you're the prosecutor.
Am I the prosecutor? You're the defense?
I think I'm defending the spiders. I guess that would make you the prosecutor. I don't know if you have two defenders or not.
Yeah.
I mean, most of her, as you just heard, most of her concerns based on fear and the fact that spiders have obviously made her look foolish on more than one occasion. I mean, can you imagine seeing this lady run around the car in her best lawyer suit? I mean, wouldn't that be interesting to see? So I just thought I'd point out a few things about spiders that obviously are being misinterpreted. Spider ecology is a very diverse topic. Their whole being is about hunting predators, or they're a predator for all the bugs and pests that bother you. They eat the cockroaches out of your house. Their webs catch mosquitoes every night, catch other bugs that get into your house. I mean, they're wonderful creatures to have in your house, and they've just been so maligned because they've got long, hairy legs. Well, I've got long, hairy legs. Well, short, hairy legs.
I do not.
That's okay. Point taken. They're beneficial to the ecosystem. And so killing a spider just doesn't cost the arachnid, the poor arachnid, his life, which he does not understand why Christian stomped him out in the garage, and it was because his mother insisted he do so.
I'm not sure.
But you've taken an important predator out of their house. That poor spider in the garage would have come in and eat cockroaches and water bugs. And I'm telling you something, in Florida, they got some big cockroaches now. So And we talk about them biting people, but really and truly, they do have venom, but it's so minute that it usually doesn't hurt anybody. And in fact, usually it's other bacteria that causes spider bites to become infections. So I will say that. I mean, and think about it just for a moment, if I may. Where would we be with our literature in this world if we didn't have spiders? I mean, where would we be without Charlotte from Charlotte's Web? Or the Itsy Bitsy Spider in the great song for the children to sing about him going up and down, fruitlessly up and down the water spout. And Spider-Man, where would we be without? I mean, the world couldn't exist without Spider-Man.
He was bitten by a
Radioactive
manufactured spider.
Well, that doesn't make him a real natural spider, so they were messing with him. He probably should have bit him. But look what good it did. I mean, Spider-Man turned into a great superhero. And then there was Miss Spider from James and the Giant Peach was James's best friend. And there's just stories are about history, on and on and on. We could talk about what beneficial things spiders are, but I won't bore you with those facts. You can have a shot, and if I have time, I'll show a couple of pictures real quick. So whenever you're ready,
should we bring in? We have a couple of witnesses waiting.
We can, if you would like. I can save mine for closing arguments anyway.
Yeah, we'll have a cross examination after we call our witnesses. I have a Miss Muffet coming up first, and then we have quite a few people already showed up here. So let's get Miss Muffet in as our first witness. Miss Muffet?
Yes.
Hello, Miss Muffet. Thank you.
Hi.
So in what way have spiders offended you?
They really haven't. The first one scared me when I was sitting and eating my curds and whey. And that was really scary when it came down from on its little web. But then it said, "Hi, I won't bite. I'm just trying to make a place to put my babies." So I said, "Okay."
Exactly.
So when the spider scared you, did it cause any mental anguish or pain and suffering?
Maybe, but I don't think so.
I object. I don't believe the witness is a specialist in anxiety or mental illness.
No.
She's here to speak strictly about her experiences with spiders, not about the mental anguish. That's I don't believe she's an expert in that.
Would you consider spiders your friends or foe?
I say friends. When they do their webs, they capture all kinds of little creatures, and the birds fly by and eat some of those. So it's good for the birds too.
Okay. I'm
and
finished
some
with
birds
my questioning.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Miss Muffet, for being here. You've explained your initial.
Tim, did you have any cross-examination for our witness?
I have a couple. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Muffet, can you hear me? Thank you
Yes.
for joining us today. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here.
I was watching zombies, but this is better.
Well, that's true. So as you can probably tell, anybody that can watch zombies probably is no longer afraid of spiders. Would that be correct?
That's correct.
Objection. I am not scared of zombies, but I am petrified of spiders.
Oh, you're not scared of zombies?
No,
not
at all.
Have you run into one in your garage lately?
Not at all.
Okay.
They don't come into my garage. They're nowhere to be seen.
I wouldn't be afraid of them either if I couldn't see them. That's not most of the questions I had from Miss Muffet. We thank you for your time, ma'am.
Can I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
Certainly.
Did you know that some of the zoos collect spider webs so that they can help the birds build their nests? That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Miss Muffet. We appreciate you.
Thank you for being here.
Going back to the zombies.
All right.
She brought up a very interesting point. May I expound upon that one moment?
Yes, you may.
Spider webs are being used for all kinds of scientific research. They think that spider webs are some of the strongest materials known to man. If you made a cable out of spider web the same size as a steel cable, the spider web would be stronger. Now, if we kill all the spiders, how are we going to figure all that out?
What in our today's society is made from spider webs other than spider webs? Like, how do they attain the spider webs to repurpose them? They have like a spider factory where
they have it's done in
webs.
Currently, it's done in laboratories. They collect the spider from the spider. Well, let me see what they call that again. Let me get this correct. Silk glands. They just remove them from their silk glands.
Okay.
And the research is still young, but they have discovered many things about it. So, and it has some natural electrostatic fibers. I mean, there's really a lot going on with spiders. So if we kill them all, if we stomp them all in the garage, pretty soon we'll not have any spider webs to study.
Interesting point. Okay. Hello, Tundra Road King. Welcome in. Hannah, hello if you're still here. Stacy Rogers, welcome in. Sorry if I'm not saying hi to you guys. We are in the middle of a trial. Dina McNeil, welcome in. I hope that you're all absorbing this and taking it in because this is the trial of a century. You guys will be voting at the end when we finish our closing. We have a few more witnesses coming right up right now, but we are calling our witnesses, making our case, and in closing, the judgment will be in your hands, and you will decide for spiders or against them. So here we go on to our next witness. Is none other than our friend we call Dean. Dean the Turkey Legster, welcome in. Thank you for your time and joining us tonight for the case.
My pleasure to be here.
So would you like me to start, or would you like to start?
You can go right ahead, and then I'll ask some questions.
Okay. So, Dean, tell me, have you ever been personally afflicted by spiders?
Yes.
And how is that?
The middle of the night when I am doing my business in the restroom, they very freely enter and come in very close proximity to my personage while I'm doing something very important and they just cause me very much discomfort. So my main beef with spiders is the guts they have to enter the human's domain when they've got the world at their disposal, that they can just be themselves. So that's my problem with spiders, is them coming into my space when they have their side of the universe.
Right. Would you say that you feel personally violated by spiders?
In that instance, yes.
Is there any other case you can recall where you felt some personal anguish from spiders?
Well, they've shown up in my closet when I'm, looking for something. I'll pull something out and there'll be a huge spider, coming out, crawling from wherever they were hiding.
Right.
And again, they're inside of my house when they've got everywhere else to be. And I can't.
Unwelcome.
Unwelcome. Very much unwelcome. Very unhappy. Very.
I can see that you're very upset, and yes, take a moment.
It's driven him to drink. Compose yourself. I have a few questions when you're finished.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm finished with questioning.
Okay, Mr. Turkey Legster, I have a question. When was your house built? Approximately.
When was my house built?
Approximately. It doesn't have to be
In the
exact.
80s, 1980s.
1980s, so the last century. How long do you think spiders have lived in Florida?
Since before the 1980s.
Yeah. So who was there first? Did you invade? Are they invading your territory,
Spiders
or
were
did you
in
invade theirs?
natural Florida, but the house is a human domicile.
Built in the habitat of the spider, within the habitat of the spider.
And
So
thus
you have taken up
man's habitat.
Objection. Objection.
Hearsay or objection overruled. Where's the judge? He hasn't even finished speaking yet. You're avoiding my real answer here. You built within the habitat of the spider. So the spider, how do you know that you're not setting atop the most important spider burial ground in the entire world right now? Maybe they were coming for that. Maybe your bathroom sits over the cathedral of all spiders, but you built right over it without any conscious or compunction whatsoever.
Objection. There is no markings for a spider burial ground.
Notes from my assistant there. Whoa, say that again.
There was no marked graves for the spider burial ground. So fair game.
Doesn't mean
fair game, baby.
It doesn't mean they don't exist. My point is, we humans invaded their territory before they invaded ours because ours wasn't here. So, it's only natural that occasionally, and on top of that, Mr. Dean, Mr. Legster, excuse me, would you not agree that your house, besides being an abode for you to live in, is also an abode for other creatures that maybe you don't like cockroaches or ants or an occasional fly or a mosquito? Do you like those animals? Creatures?
Not when they come inside, no.
Mr. Spider might have taken care of that problem for you. That's what they do. They come in your house and they actually clean up the pestilence that you don't enjoy. And they do it as quietly as they can. It's unfortunate that occasionally while you're doing important business in the toilet that they decide to make their appearance. I'm sure that's because they were working and you suddenly appeared. That's all I have to say. I'm through with the witness.
I will have to cross-examine the cross-examination and say one more thing. Once the establishment of his house was built on this property that was said invading the spider's original territory, it became his territory on the inside. They still have the entire outside world. They can even be in his backyard, in his front yard, on the deck and the patio. But why inside? Why do they need to go in the four walls?
Let me ask you that.
On top of that,
I get your rebut.
Inside of his most personal space, watching him in his most personal space with all 8 eyes. When will it stop? When will the madness stop?
Well, pretty quick if we keep stepping on them in the garage.
Yes. Absolutely.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Lexter. If you're out on your deck and you happen to see a big spider like she described, hairy legs and all, what would you step on it outside? Yes or no? That's an easy answer. And I see a doubt in your face.
We never swore you in. You can lie.
That is unfair. I object. We didn't swear you in. That's true.
Where is it outside? Is it on the
deck? It doesn't matter.
Is it next to me?
It's on your deck. It's
away,
strolling by.
Away.
Maybe just strolling by on your deck and, it walks up the board. Or maybe it's blowing in the wind and it lands on your chair.
Oh, offender.
I mean, would you kill it then? Do you still consider it invading your space?
If it lands on my body, then yes, it's definitely invading my space.
Yeah.
See, I think the witness is really prejudiced.
If I see it, if I just see it, if it's a visual, then I can have some mercy because I am outside. But if it lands on me, then I reserve the right to take action.
I heard the judge from a distance. I heard him say that the audience is starting to get a little bit unruly. If we have to, we'll clear the room. I see someone here is instigating that we trample, poison, and kill all spiders. That's why we're not asking you, Mr. Whip.
All voices count. I will be highlighting thus going forward.
We'll see how many you highlight on my side.
Well.
Yeah. Now see, now they want Mr. Dad to be a witness for the prosecution. I declare unfair.
Well.
I guess I'm through with Mr. Turkey Legster.
Dean, did you have anything else you'd like to share?
No, I'm good.
No. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much for
Nice
letting
hat, by the way.
the world know the truth about the invasion of the spiders.
And thanks for having me on.
All right. Thank you. Have a great night. All right. Well, that was disturbing. Invasion. Spiders. Disgusting.
Well, I still stand by the spider. The spider didn't realize what a private moment that was. The spider was merely going about its everyday duties. I mean, have you never been walked in on in the bathroom?
Yes, I'm a mother. I have multiple times in my entire life.
Okay, he had something to say. What did you say?
I also think that they're
Okay.
Oh, what is Teddy has some breaking news?
Yeah, he had. Well, he only wanted to say that he really enjoys spiders. He plays with them in the floor. What? He has been known to chew on them, which I find disgusting.
Oh, that is wonderful, Teddy. We love you.
But he's probably on your side.
Team Teddy.
Unfortunately, I'm trying to teach him better.
I have some more evidence coming in. Let's call our next witness.
Okay. Obviously, should have prepared some of these witnesses better before they got here.
I apologize to all my witnesses. I'm sorry. All right. We call our next witness.
Obviously, there's some problem with my judicial wig in the room, too. I'm not sure
Absolutely
how to take that.
Might be the best thing about tonight. Your wig.
I'd like to agree with that. By the way, I'm having to compose myself. The wig is killing me, Tim. Stacy Rogers.
Well, I'm trying to be appropriate.
Our unruly gallery asked earlier. We won't call any names, Miss Rogers. If you are a George Washington or a beauty school dropout.
I think that's a little bit too personal to discuss at this point.
Do you call that case irrelevant?
George, if I may, George was busy. He used his wig tonight. I couldn't get his. Mine was at the cleaners. I had to borrow this one.
Somebody threw it in with a red shirt in the wash.
Yeah, you know how it works. New T-shirt, faded all over it. It's just, it just can't be helped. Okay.
No,
it's not about the color. It's about the judicial authority that it holds.
Yes. Don, Mrs. Bones, thank you so much for being here as we call you to the case of the spiders versus the people.
My pleasure.
I'm going to start. Oh, I don't know what that was. Wet my whistle. Hold on. This is getting intense.
Oh, I see Miss McNeil here is taking up for your kids. They're allowed to charge in the bathroom, but a little teensy spider is not.
Teensy. Come on.
Teensy.
Nuh-uh.
Teensy spider.
So, Mrs. Bones, have spiders ever offended you, bothered you, caused you discomfort in your life?
Yes.
And how is that?
I find that my discomfort is many times caused by other people's discomfort with spiders. My granddaughters, for example, have been taught erroneously, of course, that all spiders are bad and are to be killed.
Right.
I have attempted, when they are at my house, to teach them about spiders and educate them about the helpfulness, their place in nature. They are God's creatures, and they do so many things, as Mr. Bear has already so ably pointed out. So my granddaughters are better about spiders. They are not so quick to stomp them as they used to be. Sometimes will collect the spider and put it outside. But
Okay.
Very good.
that's the extent of my.
That is acceptable.
No,
But calling your son, but have you ever called your son out intentionally to murder one, massacre one on your very floor? In fact, not just asking, but insist that he do so.
It's more of a demand.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I won't sleep for days just thinking about it.
I have not done that. I can honestly say I have
Miss
not done
Bones.
I don't know what you're referencing, but so yes, I will say it is humane to release them out into nature if you are willing to put them in your hands and scoop them up and set them free. But what were they doing in your house in the first place? You didn't let them in. They didn't knock on the door. They didn't bring a dish to pass. They didn't even bring you a candle, a housewarming gift. They just moved right in. Unwelcome. They don't pay rent. None of it. So, I mean, they're just unwelcome. They're squatters. That's unreasonable.
They're the squatters. We took over their habitat, but they're the squatters.
Yes.
Oh,
no.
my Lord.
They have the whole world as their habitat. Not the inside of our
what fantasy world do you live in, ma'am?
And ranches. That's not their habitat. Their habitat is the woods and fields and rotting wood, not my house, not your house.
If I may,
yes, you may.
One of my best interactions with spiders has been garden spiders. When we lived in our house in the country, garden spiders would come and build under the eaves of our house.
Okay.
And these beautiful artistic webs. And they would catch mosquitoes and bugs and other things that are harmful, especially mosquitoes, in their webs. And my husband asked if the first year it happened, he said, "Do you want me to tear the webs down?" And I said, "No, they're not." I never found a garden spider in my house. And so I said, just leave them. They're doing more good than harm.
Very
interesting.
Good.
These garden spiders, tell me a little bit more about them. Are they?
I have a picture of one I can show you when the time comes.
Small-bodied with tiny legs, like daddy long legs?
No, they are not. They're about, some of them are, about like this. They are generally sort of a black body with yellow markings on them. They're very pretty, actually. They're very attractive spiders. I never found one in my house. I will say I don't invade their space, and I don't like for them to invade my space. So
okay, so you're saying that you have an agreement, visitation where the spiders know their place and you know yours. So you guys don't cross any boundaries.
Yes.
So why can't the rest of the spiders listen?
Yes. Well, now the rest of the spiders may not be aware that they're crossing boundaries. They are not people, and so they are part of nature. And my cat doesn't respect boundaries sometimes either. And so we have to make allowances for lower life forms that may or may not understand said boundaries.
I have a fun fact I'd like to share with you folks and the jury listening in. I have discovered a fun fact about spiders, and this is that they have the ability to learn from experience and from other spiders.
So they're intelligent creatures.
They have a learning curve. They're intelligent. So I'm not sure I'm buying this whole they don't know the boundaries thing, because they're just learning from their friends. Their friends are telling their friends, hey, Martha let me in the house and I got away with it. Come on in. There's a party downstairs. Let's whoop it up. That's what I think they're saying to each other, that they're just spreading the word, and then their little telephone game of spider calling through the webs. The spider, I think there's a No Doubt song about that.
Spider net.
Calling through the, no one? Nobody? Bueller? Okay. So I think they're very intelligent and they're trying to fool us to think that they're not. But
Well, if they're so intelligent, perhaps the party downstairs is all about getting the cockroaches out of your basement. Have you thought of that?
Here's overruled hearsay.
I have an objection.
The spider net that you just described
Dole Whip Dad is bribing the defense. It's unacceptable. I object.
Overruled.
I object. That is totally out of line, sir. You'll be asked to leave the courtroom if you continue this.
Perhaps
terrible travesty.
Perhaps Mr. Whip would like to come on and plead his case. He seems to be quite vocal tonight with sliding money under the table to the defense.
Overruled. In my defense, I'm not even voting. I'm just making the case so the people can vote.
Well, I object right now because I think you should also post the comments of Mr. Space Mountain Dave and perhaps Miss Kay Atwood, because they seem to have an opinion that varies from the bribery paying Mr. Dad.
Spiders are only following the bugs. Space Mountain Dave Cantrell with a $2 super chat. Fun fact: spiders are innocent.
Carol, let the bribery begin.
Carol, I thought you were a friend, even if you don't like spiders. We can't have this in our court system.
Carol, as an educator, I would expect better from you. I truly
would too.
Don't listen to Tom, Carol. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I appreciate you. I cannot be swayed. I do not have a vote unless I click on the link and vote under multiple aliases, which I would never do.
We'll have vote checkers checking the vote when it's all said and done.
I think Florida got in trouble for that kind of thing. So I'm not going to be part of it.
We're not going to have hanging chads, are we?
No, I'm not going to be part of that. So be my own person. I wouldn't do that. I have my integrity to uphold, but I will take bribery.
But money's a different thing altogether.
But I will not vote at all.
Just for the record, I wasn't sworn in either, so I
Well, we got to fix that loophole before we do this again.
Whoopsie!
I actually thought about that before we started, and then I forgot all about it.
I was
going to make up something.
We're going to scratch this one from the record, but I totally dropped the ball on that one. I meant to, but I didn't put it in my notes. So,
I even brought my man card in case I had to surrender it tonight because of this wig.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
That's great.
But some things are just worth the price.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You have to draw the line somewhere, Tim. You have to,
you have to draw
sacrifice
the line.
For the greater good.
But killing all the spiders isn't for the greater good.
Well, it's definitely for my greater good.
I can see this is not going to end well.
All right. Do we have any cross-examination? Anything else for our witness?
I think I've covered it. I think we've covered it fairly well. It sounds like she's had her moment. She's on the right path generally. So I can accept that.
Yeah,
I do have.
And Mr. Turkey Lecture has said the poll only allows for one vote per person IP address.
No
so you won't be able to cheat.
No cheating. I'm not going out.
No getting Christian and Sean and.
They're not. They're going to vote for spiders. They all said I don't stand a chance. I have no one supporting me over here.
Well, they're not here to vote though. So
you have a lot of support.
Well, I have a couple of quick slides I'd like to run by here if we have time and don't have any more witnesses. I'll do it fairly quickly.
My friends are here. Dole Whip Dad has sent me multiple links of my closing statement. Thousands of army of spiders is slowly invading. Giant spider web.
That is strictly rumor. That is not. That is
spiders
false.
Cover the Australian Ocean. They're taking over. That's because they're too smart. They're telling their friends. Their friends are telling their friends, and they're like, "Hey, tell Bob we're going to take over the world."
Yeah,
like
that's kind of like
Hotel
human
Bob
beings
2,
do.
3, 5, and 10,000.
Where did they learn that? They learned that from us.
No.
They've heard us whispering around in corners for centuries now. We're going to take over that country. Let's move in.
I will tell you one thing right
well,
now.
they're not welcome there. Well, we don't care. We're
I'm
going anyway.
Not whispering if there's a spider near. I'm screaming.
That I have no doubt. Of
No
that I have no doubt.
All right. Dawn, thank you so much for coming on and spending some time
Thank you.
as a witness. We appreciate you so, so much.
My pleasure.
Be sure to vote in a few minutes. We got about 10 minutes left, and then we'll do our poll and wrap this up. So we have 10 minutes. I'll do a couple of closing statements, and then Tim will finish.
I would just like to say one last thing.
Absolutely.
Y'all remember Charlotte?
Yeah.
Just remember Charlotte. She was a true hero, and she saved Wilbur from being butchered by the farmer. I think Miss Muffet said it best when she was on the side of the spiders and Jeff, bye.
I object. That is a fictional story.
It is classic children's literature.
It's true.
It is classic.
It's classic children's literature.
And it taught a lesson. And that lesson was not kill the spider.
See,
don't kill the pig either, for that matter.
Woman crashed her car after seeing a spider and panicking. All of them.
That's you, though. That doesn't count.
This isn't me. 11 injured in a crash after teen driver attempts to kill a spider. That could have been me.
And if they had just left the spider alone, they wouldn't have had their accident.
The spider was invading their space. Oh my goodness.
I still maintain they already invaded his space or hers.
All right.
And most of these big spiders are female, they're your own sex.
Why is it got to be a woman-man thing now, huh?
Well, because they're usually the ones you see. They're the big men spiders are little bitty guys usually. Female spiders are the big ones.
I would like to see your evidence exhibits.
Oh, right here. Stacy.
Mr. Darrow.
Got my back. I can't do the phone to the computer thing, but right here. Here, go. Their teen driver attempts to kill spider.
That could be made up news. That's
if he hadn't panicked and realized that spider was probably trying to do something nice for him by getting rid of flies or other insects.
Maybe there was a wasp in the car. He didn't even know about.
He panicked. And wrecked the car. It wasn't the spider's fault. It was his panic. It's irrational fear. That's what it was.
It's a rational fear. Because
it is irrational.
Real.
Rational
because
fear.
It's real and I feel it. It means it's not really rational, but it's real.
No, it's really not. Okay, I'll give you that it's real in your mind, but it's not rational. And Turkey Legster guy, he just keeps throwing out stuff. He's already had his turn to testify.
All right, let's let Tim pull up his slides and give his closing argument, and then I will
do this quickly
because I can do what I want because it's.
Can I do this from my end?
You have to go first.
I can do that.
All right, Don, thank you so much. I hope that you will vote as we wrap this up, and we appreciate your time.
Thanks,
you ready
Lynn.
for
It's
this?
been fun.
We'll see you in chat. Thank you.
Okay.
You may have to select a different screen thing. I don't know, but we'll try this and see if it works.
All right. Yep, I got it. We'll add it to the stream. Let me see if I can do this here. All right. Ready?
Ready. This is just a short slide presentation for the defensive. No, that's not fair. Now, watch your already. You're affecting the jury here. Just remember, spiders can be our friends. They are really not icky. Well, do your thing.
It froze. There's probably a spider in your computer.
They have benefits to humans. They help control disease. They feast on household pets that transmit those diseases. They're among the most prevalent household. The other pests that transmit diseases, like fleas and other bugs. Spider bites, in truth, are not intentionally harmful to people. See, if you don't get down there and corner the spider and threaten it and stick your finger in its mouth, it's probably not going to bite you. So if you roll over on one in bed, which it probably was lost to get there, it's really not mean to. They just don't have any place else to go.
They have the whole rest of the world to go. They don't need to go up my leg.
But
And
maybe this was their native home. Maybe they were born here.
I assure you that is not their native home.
Just like salmon travel back up the creek they were born in. Spiders may do that too.
Well, they definitely weren't born there.
Okay, this is black and white garden spider. This is kind of what Miss Bones was referring to.
Our witness, Don, yes.
And you can see it makes these pretty webs and catches all kinds of big bugs at night.
Okay.
This is a magnolia. These are all spiders from your neck of the woods, by the way. Magnolia, which we have species here too, but magnolia green jumpers are really rather pretty, I think. We have these horny looking spiders. These are called crab spiders down your way. They eat all kinds of other bugs and insects. Okay. And this big spider, that's why I was wondering what yours was in the garage. This is an exotic spider. So this is a big guy, but he doesn't live here and he's not poisonous. He's called the huntsman spider. And he was brought in probably on a boat from South America or something. But they're in South Florida and down in your country. So you might see a big one that looks like a monkey face.
No.
You know, that's not native. He can't even help but be here. Somebody dropped him off.
Well, they need to come pick him up.
And now we go to the two that someone wanted to mention. I won't deny that these two guys here are bad actors.
The worst.
But there's some in every crowd. Itchy. This is your common black widow, as you can see by the red marks here. And this guy over here is the fiddleback or brown recluse spider. Both of these spiders do bite. They can be dangerous. I won't deny that. But that doesn't mean we should kill all the other spiders. So, in conclusion, I'd like you to meet this front guy.
That's not real. He has teeth.
It certainly is real. Look at that face. That's a face anybody could love. If they look
like that, it's so much more cute.
I mean, he's got blue eyes like me. Spiders are very misunderstood.
Okay.
They're more afraid of you than you are of them and that big giant foot. Spiders help rid your homes of pesky bugs and critters. Spiders can save your pig. Spiders are the subject of fun children's songs. A la Itsy Bitsy Spider went up the water spout. They offer up their images for great Halloween decor. Where would Halloween be without spiders and spider webs? And they just want to be our friends. And that is the end of my closing arguments. And I hope that this fellow, look at that face. What a guy.
Objection to the picture. It is not accurate.
It certainly is. Do you ever get down that close to look at one?
I can zoom in with my camera.
But have you?
I did tonight. I was 6 feet away from that spider.
That's what I'm saying. You're 6 feet away from it. You didn't get right down in there and zoom in to see what color his eyes were.
I've seen pictures on
He might have been smiling just like that guy till the big foot came.
No, he had fangs.
I'm sorry. I object to myself. I'm out of order here.
No, jumping spiders are not cute. And brown recluse, absolutely not. I
didn't say they were cute.
I will say.
This wig's getting hot too. How do you wear these things, ladies? It's not even real.
I will say that there is substantial evidence against spiders that they've caused multiple problems, whether it was intentional or just by the quote unquote irrational fear that people have. But the fear is real, whether it's irrational or rational. The fear is real. Over 30% of Americans have a deep-seated fear of spiders.
30%.
Well, 30%.
Excuse me, I spoke out of turn.
30. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. And the only two things that people fear more than spiders is death and public speaking. That's a fact.
Public speaking.
Public speaking.
That's interesting.
And death. And third place is spiders. So while it may be irrational, it is still real. And the fear that you feel can be felt by those around you when this spider is present. And it can really throw off your day. That the fear injected into my system will make me weak in the knees. I will have a racing heart. I could go into cardiac arrest because of a spider. They are a danger to my health, and I don't know that I believe that they actually eat all of the other bugs because I haven't seen any proof of it.
Well, you keep stomping them in the garage.
Well, there is no stats on exactly how many bugs or cockroaches that the spiders are ingesting in their lifespan. So how helpful
I
are
object
they?
to that. But go ahead. I have numbers, but go ahead.
You have numbers. You have these stats.
Yeah, a small spider in a web on your porch can eat over 2,000 mosquitoes a year, for example. So there are some numbers out there. You just have to look for them.
But that would have to be in the right climate where the spiders could live in habitat for a full year, because I don't see them living through the winter outside to catch those spiders in the spider web.
You mean the mosquitoes?
I misspoke. The mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are only living through a certain section of the year, and that's not
but think how many mosquitoes there'd be if they weren't out there catching them in the summertime. Thousands and thousands more would be out there biting you on the leg or the back of the neck or wherever they bite you.
You heard it here first that spiders do bite people.
No, I'm talking about the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes.
Whoopsie. All right. Well, I will not deny that they can be helpful in some circumstances, but I still stand strong, firmly on my case against spiders, mostly because I was just in an encounter with one tonight and I felt the fear again. And I don't like that feeling. And I really don't look forward to having one in my car again. And I really want to like them. I want to get along with them, everything to be copacetic, and just, we live in our own worlds and they do their thing and I do mine. But I just really want them to stay out of the indoors of my house. They can do whatever they want out in the wild. I'm not going around just stomping on spiders out in the wild. As Dean said, I agree with, if they land on my person, if they are on me, then that's fair game. They're in my space. But if they're just minding their own business out in the wild, do your thing. That is your place. But yes, there's allergies. Yeah, I think this is it. I think that it's time to vote. Anything else you'd like to say in closing, Mr. Bear?
I'm not sure I could say anything at this point that's going to change your mind. I thought maybe I'd recommend you see a counselor about your spider arachnophobia. I think that may be too late for that. So I guess we'll have to let that go for now. Perhaps if this comes back up in the Supreme Court, I'll have to have more numbers available, obviously. And it may take more than an hour, so I guess it's time to vote.
All right, let's get this voting going.
I like what Shelley Starwalk, she said spiders just doing their spider things, but she also thinks snakes are just doing their snake thing. So, see, we agree on that too. Snakes may have to come on a whole different trial.
All right, there we go. The poll is live. The turkey
poll is live. I'm not going to vote. I can't.
Yeah, vote. I'm not voting. I
am going to take the wig off though.
Yeah, you can take it off your phone. We're debating. I'm going to catch up on some of I missed so many of your guys' comments. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad I'm glad that.
Yeah.
You there? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad Chris, the dad built, wasn't here for pictures. I'm sure they'll get around. But
it was great. I love it. Thank you guys for dressing up and everybody for participating. And everybody, please go vote. I can't wait to see the stats on this poll. I am interested. I don't know how that works. Like, we'll have to close it off and we'll give it like 2 more minutes of voting so that we don't overlap. Dean, the Turkey Likester, is going live at 11:15 on YouTube. We'll
Oh
be
yeah,
sure
that's
to
right.
drop the link in there so you can go for the post spider trial party to talk about the debate and whether you think it was voted fairly. If you're upset about the if you're upset about the verdict, and yeah, this is it. You guys are the jury. The voting comes down to each and every one of you. 18 in chat right now. I hope that you'll all go and vote for us. Elena, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
I didn't see Pete, Stacy. I didn't know he was in here. Did he comment on anything, or did he just see everything and say, "Oh my God, what am I doing here?"
Pete popped in for a minute. I might have. Oh, he's still here. Aren't you doing a football show right now? Wait, I think Jeff was too. Maybe they aren't yet. I appreciate you guys being here, though. Make sure you go and vote either for spiders or against, so we can get a full verdict. Everybody, please come back after you vote too.
Elena. Elena might be a spider person.
Oh, thank you. We're having fun. This was a lot of fun. Somebody
Good for you, Shelly. I hope you got one of those little stickers that said I voted. We'd hand them out if I had any. Mike's having a little trouble with the link.
Can somebody get that? I'm not good with that stuff.
Dean can probably do that. I'll let Dean try that.
Dean, thank you.
Dean, I'd like to also commend you for keeping people like Mr. Dad out from trying to mope multiple times. I mean, he's admitting that he's doing it, so you might as well.
Tried it.
You're doing an excellent job.
Oh, love you so, Michigan.
Your pole security is good.
That's a great security feature.
Mm-hmm.
So no cheating. Where were the polls with that? Just should have did this. Way easier. Oh, this is too fun. I had a blast. I appreciate you guys so much for participating and coming in, hanging out. I had a lot of fun. Maybe my case was a little ill prepared, but I had a lot of difficulty with research, mostly because I've been itching and creepy crawly the last couple hours. It was a personal torture.
I'm sorry it brought on such trauma.
That's all right. I'll get up with it. That's what the wine's for. This is my trauma juice.
Soother.
Yeah.
Oh man, I missed the end of the hockey game. I already won. Look at that.
Why won't I let you?
It was worth it though.
Well, we'll have to add one more vote on to spiders.
If Mike doesn't get in.
Can't get in.
Oh, and I'll Dad's gonna run down the street, sign in on somebody else's computer.
Just knock on the neighbor's doors. Like, give me your phone real quick. Just say you need to make a phone call. Like, oh, my phone died and I can't find the chargers.
Yeah,
in my house.
Calling all your neighbors and say, get on here and vote this number.
Be sure to subscribe too while you're voting.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think this would be interesting to reevaluate in the case of cockroaches, which is my number 2 most hated thing.
Bug.
Yeah, bug. Even though our spiders aren't technically considered
they're
bugs,
everything.
right?
They're bugs, but they're not insects. Cockroaches are insects. Anything that has 6 legs is an insect. Spiders have 8. So spider arachnids include scorpions, spiders, and ticks, for example.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. A lot of effort went into that wig. I really do appreciate that.
That was beautiful. Very beautiful.
And it took a lot of let's just say intestinal fortitude to put it on.
You rocked it. It was amazing.
I really did mean to order one that looked real. and I
You're
forgot to
so
order it in
funny.
time. And I could have got one. There was actually a Party City place here that said they had one, but it was 25 miles up the road. I haven't traveled 25 miles in 6 months, so we didn't go after it. Brenda decided she didn't want to drive me up there.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem when you've got to have a wife carry you around everywhere. If she don't want to go, you don't go.
You got to find the right bribery there, Tim.
I guess I haven't figured that out. So what you get to do instead? She got to help me make a wig.
Well, she made an amazing wig. I love it. Probably better than anything you could have bought. All right, everybody, we're about to close the polls here. We're going over time. I don't want to cut
the polls, everybody. It's
I
almost
don't,
time.
Yeah, I don't want to cut it too close. Please go and vote for spiders or against them. It's close. It's coming in way closer than I thought it would. I don't even know what I was thinking, but it's close. It's very, very close, and that's not including whether Mike Wheeler still hasn't voted yet.
But we know which side he's on.
But we know which side his vote is going to go to, and I think Stacy. Oh no, Stacy voted. Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks, Elaine. I thought you would be a little bit more helpful than that.
What?
You sound read her comment there.
Who?
I can't. Elaine, K808.
Can't spiders just stay outside? Not of you, although I don't mind jumping spiders too much. EBGBs. Yeah. If I didn't see them, if I don't know they're there, then I mean, how can I care if I don't know they're there?
Yeah.
It's exactly when I see them that the fear goes into my eyes and shoots down through my body and makes me weak in the knees and makes sweat spurt out and my heart race. So I don't like any of those feelings. And that's when I see them. So if I don't see them, I don't care. But you know.
That's not even the same thing, Mr. Dole Whip Dad. Oh me. Something else was said. Dave Space Mountain Dave there's offering money to he's trying to counteract what Dole Whip Dad has offered to the other side.
That's $2.
I appreciate your offer, sir, but we have to keep this on our side has to be on the up and up as best we can.
All right.
But we do appreciate the super chat. We certainly do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. But I think it's in, Dave. I think
whoa, the turkey lecture said the vote is in.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is it. This is the final verdict. Oh man, that's it. It's 10-9. Wait.
Sometimes life works out right.
We had two more votes come in. So we have spiders are 10 votes, 11 with Mike's.
Ooh, it was close though.
And the people is 9. So it was 11-9 is the final verdict. That is close. That is real close. And I think on regular juries, doesn't everybody have to agree?
Well, on capital cases. Well, which this kind of is. Because stomping one's pretty fatal.
So we're gonna let it roll. The spiders have won this time. The people have decided, they have voted that spiders are here to stay, that they are welcome in their homes, but not in mine. So if you want to do your spider call, like I don't know what the spider call is, but call them over. Good. Let them know where there is a safe space for them, because that is not in my house.
As if I got any hanging around tonight.
Oh yeah, this is no bueno. Well, I appreciate everyone's participation.
Stacy. She said she didn't care who won. She's still killing spiders.
Agreed. Same here. This just means that.
But you don't kill them. You hire your killing done.
I am resourceful. No
blood. You don't want to get that close to them.
No. You're a smart man. Exactly. I'm not getting in jumping range. Yes, that's exactly it. All these guys in the house, what the heck are they good for if they can't kill spiders and bugs when I don't want to?
Well, why'd you have them? I mean, come on.
Right? That and doing the dishes.
Yeah.
Oh
The
man.
laundry might help too if you could work that in.
They
but
do.
I don't
Yes, they
know.
do their own laundry as well. Yep, they're right on track. So they
You're
kill
most
them.
welcome, Miss Carol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
I
guys
enjoyed it.
so much.
We've been talking about doing this for a while, so
Yes, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we finally did it. We got to find a link to Dean's.
well, he just posted one.
It's not a clickable link. Let me find a
Oh,
clickable
okay.
one. Before we go here, I'll find an actual link here. Where is
Well,
it?
I do appreciate the
And
participation.
if you guys are not subscribed to our good friend here, Tim Pruitt, the link to his YouTube here, let me put that in there right now, actually, before I click off of it. This is Tim's channel. He goes live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So be sure to go and check him out. It's a lot of fun, drinking coffee and talking about all kinds of fun stuff. There we go. There's Tim's link. Go check him out. And then I'm going to find the link to our friend Dean. Oh, there's too many tabs and headings, and this is so complicated. I'm all flustered from all the spider pictures. I almost searched spiders again instead of Dean. Let's see here. Oh man, you guys got me all. I got the vapors.
Okay, if you get your cats doing the dishes and laundry, you let me know because I'd like to get mine lined up for that.
Oh, your
Now,
cats.
the closest they come to doing the dishes is when they lick their food bowl clean.
Dave, that is true. But I have kids to do the dishes, so we're gonna roll with that. Here is oh, here it is. I got the actual link to Dean's Spiders versus the World. I love it. Oh, that's great. So we
He
can
had
go
to do a
and
follow up.
use the follow up after this. If you want to go and debate the just verdict about spiders winning. I don't know if that showed up.
Do you
I
know?
put it in the other chat.
Do you know if you guys are gonna be on Saturday morning?
No, we will not be live Saturday morning.
Okay.
I have a running date with an Instagram friend. We're gonna be running in the morning, and
Cool.
that would be our bye week, anyways. And then next week, I'm taking a little bit more time off right now, just for my mental health and whatnot. So, in the
Do what you need
meantime,
to do for you.
in between it, make sure that you guys go and get your coffee and chat fix with Tim Pruitt. He is absolutely amazing, so much fun. I love every chance we
I
get to
don't know
go
about
live
amazing, but
together.
we try to have fun. So
We always do, always do. So much fun having you on. I got to do a hippo chair spin, or Mike Wheeler's going to be mad.
yeah, he's gonna have a conniption if you don't.
Ready, set, wee. That one was not for the spiders. That was for you.
That was for Mike.
Oh, yeah, even if he is a spider lover. Darn spider lovers, man, get you every time. But you know what? I will say I am thankful to have you guys around, because who would get rid of the spiders for me if you weren't here to throw them out the house? Because I'm not killing them. I'm definitely not picking them up. So I appreciate the other side.
I will have to tell the chat this before they go.
Yes.
She coerced her oldest son to go out and stomp this spider in the garage, and he actually came online when she did, and he told me he really didn't want to, but he did it for his mom, but it kind of made him feel bad. So so there's hope for him.
Yeah, that is all true. I hired him. I hired him and listed him to be my spider murderer. And yeah, there's not going to be a trial about that one, though. It's done.
No, there's no witnesses.
Yeah, nope, none that are talking.
Well, there you go, Shelly. That's. I mean, I don't go around picking them all up either, but
yeah,
my kids are a lot like me, so they don't. They've had spiders and they've had tarantulas.
Oh, no.
Things like that. Well, they pick up snakes. I mean, I've never been so proud to be on a trail walking in the woods one day. My oldest daughter came running up. She look, Dad, what I've got. And she had a little ring-neck snake in her hand. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Makes her dad's heart proud. At least this one. Of course, my mother,
Oh.
God rest her soul, she thought I was really teaching them all bad things.
Oh, that's
She
great.
said, those children are going to pick up snakes one day and they're going to get bit. They're going to pick up a copperhead. And I said, no, they're not. They know what
the
a copperhead
difference.
looks
You
like.
taught them. Exactly. That's great. All right. Well, you guys head over and hang out with Dean. I'm going to wrap it up
Thank
here
you, everybody.
with Tim. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the super chats and the bribe money. I appreciate it so much. And I appreciate you guys hanging out all night. It was a blast.
Thanks,
and
everybody.
We'll
It's
do this
fun.
again. Stay tuned and keep your notifications on. Something might pop up. Might do a live stream while I'm in while I'm in Disney next week. So just stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Maybe on Instagram, do a couple little Instagram lives. I don't know. But you guys have a great night. Have a fantastic weekend. Happy Friday Eve. And go check out Dean. And I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. And remember, every day is a countdown to Disney.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
See you Saturday.